Okay, welcome to our YouTube channel. So now we will be discussing about the third law of thermodynamics. Okay, so as you can see in the picture, there is a jar. Meron tayong jar dyan. So there is a jar with a number of molecules. So, and the second jar, so we have another number of molecules. So the first jar, we have molecules, and then we decrease the temperature. And then if you want to decrease more the temperature, so the molecules will go down the jar, and then if you put it to 0 Kelvin or negative 273.15 degrees Celsius, so the molecules will be formed like it's like a solid. So the molecules are, what do you call that? The molecules are in that type of formation. So zero kinetic energy. So the third law of thermodynamics statement is the value of entropy of a completely pure crystalline or crystalline substance is zero at absolute zero temperature. So that is the third law of thermodynamics. So what should I do to make entropy zero? So let's start with the story. Walter Hermann Nernst discovered the third law of thermodynamics. So when German chemist Walter Hermann Nernst studied, I don't know if I have pronounced the name correctly. So Walter studied about the second law of thermodynamics. So his mind was completely disturbed. He studied that the entropy of the universe keeps on increasing for all the process occurring on its own. He thought that what should be done so that the entropy of the universe will not increase and it will remain constant. So then he studied everything about entropy. So after a lot of studying and research work, he discovered the third law of thermodynamics. So he stated the third law of thermodynamics as the value of entropy of a completely pure crystalline or crystalline substance is zero at absolute zero temperature. So yung entropy niya is zero. So entropy or the randomness is zero. So I know it seems a little bit difficult for you to understand what this third law wants to say. So what is randomness and entropy in third law? Because before starting the third law of thermodynamics, I would like to explain two terms. So let's again discuss about the randomness and entropy. So randomness, so let's have an example. So if you have students in your classroom, so when you are having an exam, so the students are sitting down. But after the exam, so the recess time, so all the students will go out randomly in all directions. So now you will come to know what randomness is. So in the image, the students are not moving. That means they are just sitting in their position. Thus, the randomness is zero. But in the second figure, in this figure above, the students are moving here and there during a recess time. So this means that the randomness is more. So more than zero, positive. So this is a simple concept of randomness. So ang solid matter have almost zero randomness, while the liquid have higher randomness than the gas, which has the highest randomness, the gas. So the states of matter are liquid and gas in thermodynamics. So same things happens in solid, liquids, and gases too. Solid show less movement of molecules, so less randomness. or zero randomness maybe. Liquids have more movement of molecules and gases show maximum movement of molecules as shown in the above image. So this movement of molecules is known as randomness. Thus we can say that solids have less randomness, liquids have more randomness compared to solids, and gases have maximum randomness. And then entropy. What is entropy? Is the measurement of randomness of the system. So that is entropy. So it's a measurement of the disorder of the system. So in solids, the molecules are properly arranged. That means it has less randomness. So entropy of solids is least. Entropy for gases is the most random. And the entropy of liquid lies in between the solids and liquids. And solids and gases. Okay, so according to the third law of thermodynamics, the value of entropy of a completely pure crystalline or crystalline substance is 0 at absolute 0 temperature. So what is 0 absolute temperature? It's 0 Kelvin. Okay? So tell me what happens when temperature increases. So generally, as the temperature increases, the molecules vibrate with a greater speed, the oscillations increases, the linear motion as well as rotational motion of molecules increases, thus the randomness increases and it results in increase of entropy. So what will happen when the temperature decreases? So the answer is simple. Molecular vibration decreases, the randomness and the entropy decreases. So the third law of thermodynamics states that the value of entropy of a purely crystalline substance is 0 at absolute 0 temperature. Means if we have a pure crystalline solid substance and if its temperature is absolute 0, then its entropy will be 0. So the randomness will be 0. So the molecules will not move. So what is absolute 0 temperature? Is it possible to achieve? So absolute 0 temperature is 0 Kelvin or negative 273.15 degrees Celsius or negative 459.67 degrees Fahrenheit. So absolute 0 temperature is the coldest possible temperature in the universe and it is 0 Kelvin. So 0 Kelvin, is that true? Is it okay? So absolute 0 is so much colder than whatever you might have experienced in your life. So parang nawalan ka ng girlfriend, di ba? Ang lamig-lamig ng buhay mo. Ganon. So absolute 0 is so much cold temperature that all the atoms and molecules of a substance gets freezed up. The atoms and molecules of any substance will not be able to move, vibrate, or oscillate inside the substance. So, grabe yung lamig dyan. So, if the temperature of the body is less, then the molecular vibration is also less. So, if we keep on reducing the temperature of the body, then all the molecules and atoms will stop the motion and they will be completely freezed. So as you can see in the above images, as the temperature keeps on decreasing, the motion of molecules is also decreasing. So in the last part, you can see that all the molecules are freeze and they are not moving. The kinetic energy of these molecules becomes 0 at absolute 0 temperature. So they became a potential energy. So even gases like hydrogen, helium, oxygen get freezed up and become solids at this temperature. Okay. So is absolute 0 temperature possible? So the answer is no. Scientists know that such temperature exists, but they have never been able to achieve this lowest temperature even by using many scientific techniques and freezers. So scientists have achieved temperature somewhat close to absolute 0 in a laboratory, but not exactly 0 Kelvin. So it's hard to achieve. So why 0 Kelvin is not possible? Simple. So why absolute 0 temperature is not possible? You know why this temperature is not reachable? So according to the second law of thermodynamics, heat will move from the warmer body to a colder body. So if we try to cool down the object to absolute 0, then that object will keep on receiving heat from the surrounding, and so it's just a theoretical concept. So thus absolute 0 temperature is practically not possible. So what is a pure crystalline substance in the third law of thermodynamics? Well, this is very easy, you know. You will get to know what a pure crystalline substance is and how it is related to the third law of thermodynamics. So the atoms in a perfect crystalline substance look something like this. So all the atoms are of same size and they are arranging in a perfect order. So I mean to say that all the atoms are of same size and at equal distance to each other. So this type of substance is known as a perfect crystalline substance or pure crystalline substance. Now let me tell you how this is related to the third law of thermodynamics. So the third law of thermodynamics says that if this type of pure crystalline substance is exposed to absolute zero temperature, then its entropy will be zero. So S or entropy 0 Kelvin is equals to 0. So the crystal structure can be known from the unit cell structure of that crystal. So unit cell is nothing but an imaginary box which shows the arrangements of atoms in it. This unit cells combines to form a big 3D crystal. So the perfect crystal is a substance with almost no imperfections. So third law of thermodynamics is all about these pure crystalline substances. Now, which substances are not a pure crystalline substance? So the arrangement of atoms are not perfect. There is disorder, randomness, entropy of substance is not zero. So that is not a pure or not a perfect crystalline or crystalline. So how can we find whether substance is pure crystalline or not using the third law of thermodynamics? So it is not always true that the entropy of all the substance will be zero at absolute zero temperature. But what is the proof for that? So the third law of thermodynamics is all about perfectly crystalline substances. It states that the entropy of a perfectly crystalline substance will be zero at 0 Kelvin temperature. That means if the substance is not perfectly crystalline, then its entropy will not be zero at 0 Kelvin temperature. And such substances are not pure crystalline substances. So these substances will have some imperfection in the third crystal structure. These substances will show some disorder, randomness. So this disorder, randomness is also known as residual entropy. So residual entropy. So there is some randomness. So there is residual. May natira pa. So which substance did not follow the third law of thermodynamics? So the third law of thermodynamics is not applicable to all the substances. There are many substances which do not obey the third law. So like the carbon monoxide, the hydrochloric acid. So these molecules may not obey the third law of thermodynamics. But why? So the kinetic energy of all the molecules will be zero at absolute zero temperature. But when there will be a crystal formation of carbon monoxide at 0 Kelvin temperature, the arrangements of all the CO molecules will not be the same. Why? So imperfection in crystalline arrangement of carbon monoxide molecules showing that it does not satisfy the third law of thermodynamics. So pwedeng magkabaliktad yung oxygen and carbon. Diba? So as you can see in the image, so carbon monoxide is not the same on all its parts. So that is the disorder in the structure. Thus, it has some residual entropy at the 0 Kelvin temperature. Thus, even at 0 Kelvin temperature, these molecules do not show zero entropy. So such molecules do not obey the third law of thermodynamics. So that is carbon monoxide and hydrochloric acid. So generally, diatomic molecules may not obey the third law of thermodynamics because there is a possibility that the molecules will be arranged in alternate way as shown in the example of carbon monoxide. So thus, such diatomic molecules may not show zero entropy at absolute zero temperature. So note, this is experimental. No one has achieved absolute zero temperature till now. So why are we studying the third law of thermodynamics? Well, once you have studied the third law, you can easily find the absolute entropy of any substance at a given temperature. So you just have to compare the entropy of a given substance at temperature with the entropy of the substance at 0 Kelvin temperature. So we have to calculate the change in entropy between these temperatures. So the change in entropy, ST, excuse me, Ate Dani, ST minus S0 is equals to the change of entropy 1. So now we know that at 0 Kelvin temperature, the entropy will be 0. So S0 is equals to 0. So we can easily find the change in entropy using the formula. Change in entropy is equals to ST minus SO, which is equals to that formula. So this is calculus. So now after getting this entropy change, we can easily get the entropy at a given temperature from the above equation. So the third law of thermodynamics equation mathematical form. So you might be knowing that we can calculate the change in entropy using this formula. S, entropy of the system, minus initial entropy is equals to Boltzmann constant times the ln of the total number of microstates. So if a substance is perfectly crystalline, then its total number of microstates will be 1. Now from the above equation, we get S minus S initial entropy is equals to kb ln ohm. Is that ohm? I'm not sure what's that term for this one. Now when the initial entropy of the system is taken as 0, the value of entropy S can be calculated easily. Thus from above equation, we get S minus 0 is equals to 0. Therefore S is equals to 0 at absolute temperature. So that is all about the third law of thermodynamics. So it's all about 0 entropy, 0 randomness, crystalline structure or crystalline substance, and 0 Kelvin. So I hope you have learned new things from our discussion today, and I hope to see you on our next video. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell button for more updates or notifications pala. Thank you. Bye. Say bye. Bye.